What we up to, boss?
Truck shopping.
It's a Facebook Marketplace mission. We're headed towards the Gahanna right now to hopefully pick up the new attention deficit Moto rig. We need something to haul bikes, guys. I put the ZJ up for sale. I've got a few hits on it. Hopefully it sells soon. I'm only asking $2 grand for it. And based on everything else that's out there, that's a really good price. So if anybody wants this thing, professionally installed transfer case, let me know. What do you think, bud?
My car making whatever noise it's making.
Just the turbo spooling.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Ew, that looks like a wet one. What's your dream truck?
What's the circumstance? Did I win the lottery? Do I have endless money?
No, you have $15,000 to buy a truck.
That's it?
Yes.
So I got $15,000 to spend on a truck. What do I buy? Well, that right there knocks off anything diesel, really. I mean, you can't really find a decent diesel truck without, 200,000 miles on it for that price. I mean, sure, I could find an older 12 valve for that, or an older 24 valve, which is what I originally wanted to do, but I just can't stand the bodies on those things and the way that they're built. I mean, everything is just so cheap. The only thing I care about in those trucks is the engine. I'm a diehard Cummins fan, anything straight six for that matter. That's my only interest and attachment to those trucks is just the engine. The transmissions aren't all that good unless you go with a manual. My first Cummins was a manual, but for $15,000, I could get a nice 12 valve or a nice 24 valve, but honestly, I just can't stand the cheapness of those Dodge Interiors and pretty much all trucks for that matter from that era. So I just get like a newer gas truck, like a newer Chevy, or I could probably find a used EcoBoost F-150. Honestly, that's what I would do. Getting a little bit extra mileage and put a tune on it. They sound cool with the turbos. So the only Ford diesels that I would own is a 7.3. Wouldn't touch a 6.0, wouldn't touch a 6.4. There's too many horror stories with all that. And the 6.7, even that, I mean, most people that own those are wealthy enough to get rid of them, when they get up there in mileage. But stuff to repair those engines is just so expensive. I would get a newer Cummins. Like if I had a 30 grand, I would get a newer Cummins like what I had before. I just get the pre-emissions actually. I just get the 06.
Okay, so if you had 30 grand, you would get a diesel.
So for 30 grand.
Manual or automatic? Manual. You'd rather manual truck?
If 30 grand, I'd get what I already had.
That's
if I had 30 grand to blow, paid for cash on a truck, then yeah, I would just get a 06 Cummins like I had. But I'd rather have the 8-foot bed with the crew cab, manual, G56 like I had before. Same setup. If you had 30 grand, what vehicle would you buy?
I had 30 grand? I have no idea. There's too many things I want.
Doesn't matter. You gotta pick one. If I gave you 30 grand and told you you had to go buy something within the hour or you would never get to, what would be your first choices?
In the situation in life that I am, I don't know. That's so hard.
Yeah, this is the typical answer from a woman, the most indecisive woman ever at that point. You got 30 grand, I just hand it to you and I say, we're going to a dealership.
But there's so
we're buying something, and if you can't make up your mind within the hour, you lose, and you just lost a $30,000 vehicle.
I have an hour to think about it then.
No, you don't. You got an hour at the lot. What are you going for? What are you test driving?
I mean, my first instinct is to buy a Jeep.
What kind of Jeep?
But I'd also want a truck, because I could get a Jeep later on, because both are terrible on gas, and I drive an hour to school right now, so I feel like then neither of those are.
What would you want?
I wouldn't go to a dealership, first of all.
The dealerships! The dealerships! Yourselves!
Unless it was a good deal, but most of the time it's not.
I'm still waiting. Facebook Marketplace, what are you picking?
Facebook Marketplace.
Just give me an answer!
That's so hard.
So you already answered. You said a truck or a Jeep.
I know, but then I've definitely looked at Audis.
So it's between a newer Audi, a truck, and a Jeep. I would vote the Audi or an EcoBoost F-150.
You're a Jeep hater whenever it comes to me.
I am not a Jeep hater. I just do not think they're practical. They're so overpriced. The newer four-door Jeeps are so overpriced. You're not getting anything for your money. You're just getting a four-wheel drive vehicle that drives like it gets crappy gas mileage. Just get a truck. Just get an EcoBoost F-150. Get 20 mile a gallon, Have the capacity to tow something, to haul stuff in the bed. They're way overpriced. You might as well get an old Cherokee like mine for a couple of grand. They honestly don't look that far off if you have a nice one that's clean and you do all the bells and whistles to it. I love the look of the XJ, and that's why I'm still keeping that. That's why I'm getting rid of the ZJ. I'm gonna fix the XJ, hopefully with the help of Daniel. This will probably be temporary while I get the Jeep fixed, because then I'll have the 4-wheel drive Jeep fixed, and then I'll have the van. I haven't forgot about the van. I still want to do the van. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like a needle in a haystack. Like, I want a very specific van that's hard to find stuff up here without rust. I mean, I'm willing to drive a few hours, or heck, anywhere for that matter, if the deal is right. So I'm looking for a T1N Sprinter, like the pre-emissions, the pre-06, like the 02 to 06 Sprinters. That's what I'm interested in. The full wheelbase, the high top, obviously, that's what I'm interested in. Moto van, I'll have a spot for a bike or two, place to live, full kitchen, all that, so I can travel, make videos, and just go wherever I want and have a home on wheels. I don't want a mobile home. I like the idea of being stealth and also just being small, not having a lot of stuff, not a lot to worry about. They get really good fuel economy as well. Those are all like the Mercedes 5-cylinder diesels. So yeah, right now I'm going to look at a truck. I never thought I would own a Chevy, but just everything that I've heard and seen and witnessed through the years of those engines, they're just a really good platform. They're used for everything. They're pretty bulletproof. I mean, transmissions in these trucks, yeah, that's the first thing that's gonna go. So, I mean, I can get a used transmission for like 600 bucks. I'm not gonna worry about that. The one that I'm looking at right now is this 4-wheel drive, which is nice. It's a 2003 Z71, extended cab, 6-foot bed. I really wanted an 8-foot bed, but you know, beggars can't be choosers here. It was a good deal. I'm looking to spend about $4 grand. It doesn't have a lot of rust, so that's good. It was between this one and this other crew cab, but apparently this guy is gonna sell this crew cab right now. So we're headed to Gahanna to hopefully pick up this truck. I'll be able to have something to haul bikes around, tow trailer. We'll be able to go to the trails more. The summer's going by fast, so instead of just waiting till I found this van, I'm gonna get this, so no excuses. We can still do fun stuff while we're finding the perfect van. I was looking at the Chevy Colorados for a while, just because they get good fuel economy, and I really didn't need a full-size truck. I just need something to throw a couple bikes in the bed, and the Colorados and the Ford Rangers, that's fine. But I have some clips of us going to look at a couple Colorados. I'll put those in right now. It's a pretty interesting experience.
Oh man, that was funny.
So we just pull up, and the dude's got the hood popped on the Colorado, and God knows what he's doing. I'll just go up to him and see what he's up to. Dude, this place is so ghetto. How you doing, man? Man, this thing's beat. Smoker's car. Yeah, we're gonna pass on that. Didn't even need but 2 minutes to figure that out. Pictures look good, but man, that thing was clapped.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So that was a bus. Never come to Infinite Auto Group in Columbus off Broad Street. That's a no-go. This place is beat. It's clapped out. I'm not looking for a project.
Nope.
On to the next one. All right, take 2.
Is that it?
No, I wish. Hell no. Look for the clapped out black one. All right, take 2. Let's try this again. Finally found the right dealership out here at AK Imports, man. I can't see the Colorado from here. Maybe they have it in the garage. That's not a good sign. This thing's good condition. What do you think? Doesn't have a hitch on it. So we got 117,000 on the clock. I'd imagine the check engine and battery light will go off when you turn it on. But overall, I mean, it's dirty in here, but it's a non-smoker, so I can mess with that. The outside's really clean. There's a little bit of frame rust, but not much. And shoot, as long as it runs right, 2,500 bucks. I think we might do it. Now we just gotta go find someone to talk to. We're running. We gotta get out of there, guys. Go, go, go. Go, go. Yes, go. Go, go, go. I don't care which way you go. I'll figure it out. I think go left. Get out of here.
Okay. You know.
All right, guys, so it had a misfire. I'm not willing to take that gamble because a lot of those engines had issues with the valve seats. We're not gonna mess with that. That dude's moving the cars right now for me to test drive it. but he's a swindler, man. He's a good salesman.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just letting you know what's wrong with it, because I just want to be upfront with you.
If you were upfront with me, you would have told me that on the phone, dude. So thanks for wasting my time. All right, so we're probably about 20 minutes out here, and I still haven't heard back from this dude, so I don't know what we're gonna do. So we made it to Gahanna. I've messaged this dude about 10 times, and he finally got back to me.
He's that person.
He said, meet me at the Giant Eagle on Hamilton Road.
Dude, we'll be there in 2 minutes.
Really? Sweet. And I was literally looking through this dude's friends list, about to message his sister.
His mom.
I found his mom, his dad, his grandpa, his uncle.
What if he knows you? What if he's like, dude, are you attention deficit?
I'm thankful that I'm not that big yet, so maybe give me a discount.
Where?
Did we do that McDonald's? I feel like we did. Yeah, we absolutely did that McDonald's. I really hope this truck is what it seems to be. So yeah, I'll try to film a little bit with the GoPro. I don't like sticking cameras in people's faces. This country boy we're buying this truck from probably got a gun. I got him down to $4,500. His asking price was $5,500, so I got him down to $1,000. When I asked him if there's any rust on it, he said none, really. What the hell is none, really? It's either a yes or a no. So I don't know if it just means there's some surface rust on the frame. I mean, this is Ohio, there's rust everywhere. So we'll get under there, we'll take a look, we'll drive her, we'll get her feel for it. I got the cash, so hopefully we can make something happen. I want to buy a truck. I want this vehicle. I'm tired of looking. I want this until I can find my van. We will see what happens. What do you think, Lex?
Woo! Fingers crossed.
What do you think, Dees? You're too black. I can't see you. Smile back there. Oh, I see it, guys. Oh, I hope this thing's not just a cancerous, rust-filled...
Oh, it's over here.
She looks good from here.